But there we go. Phantom Lancer with the Undying picked up for the side of Empire. Wraith King, as well as the Brew, picked up for Team Spirit. And let's see how they choose to ban here. Coming into this second phase as they ban out the Marana and the Magnus and the Pugna and the Phoenix for the side of Team Spirit. Wisp, Weaver, and Tiny from Empire. Phantom Lancer's here with the Undying, so no Tiny. They're going to need someone to really open up space. I would hope for the Phantom Lancer, maybe someone to work early in the mid, unless they're really just committing to everybody kind of having that slower pace for their team. We'll see if that's the game plan. But Winter Wyvern banned out, so that's going to be taking out that control, that slow, the Splinter Blast, harassment. But they've got the Undying, and you're trying to work with the Decay as much as you can. When you play the Undying, you play it in such a way that you're just constantly throwing Decays and making sure that you can maybe give an opportunity or two for your core in your lane to get a kill. Once you run out of mana regen, you threw your Decays, you kill yourself. Basically. Run under tower, you kill yourself to neutrals, get yourself full health and mana. Bring yourself back with a TP, hopefully. Zeus banned out here by Empire, not wanting to give up that mid-Zeus to G. They go into the Dark Willow here with the Undying. So 4/5s picked up with their one position, possibly their mid. I mean, we just saw Phantom Lancer mid. I'm also trying to massage my jaw. When you cast for this long, your jaw kind of swells out a little bit. Or maybe I've got something fucked up with me where it's just the movement of my mouth all the time. But Necro picked up here for Empire. I like this because when you're able to get the Reaper Scythe in, especially on the cores, you really do slow down the pace of the game. And if that's what they're looking to do with the Phantom Lancer, then I mean, then the Necro's kind of perfect in that aspect. But we'll see if it's Necro off lane or Necro mid. So I'm going to just stand up here for a second. Let's see. Fourth pick for Spirit. Got the Earthshaker. They've got some team fight. They can use a 5 position here. So they've got their 4, their 3, and I guess their 1 with the Wraith King picked up. So, let's see. They could go... is Crystal Maiden still available? I mean, maybe 5 position Crystal Maiden if they want to go that route and leave their mid for last. No Storm, no Zeus. Maybe a Kunkka in the mid lane with the X and the Torrent. And they go to the TA. So they're going to pick up the TA this time. I was thinking that, but I didn't say it, so can't take any credit there. It's in my head, though. But I didn't know if they would pick their mid just yet. Which makes me think that they're kind of shifting their lineup. Sometimes teams don't like to pick a support last. So now they're going into these last bans. Let's see. Ancient Apparition gets banned out. And the last ban coming out for Team Spirit. I wonder what they're going to ban out, because you still need a mid here for Empire. You could actually throw the Necro mid, but we'll see what they want to do for Empire in this final pick. Maybe ban out the Jakiro? Or maybe they pick the Jakiro on Empire. I mean, I could see Kunkka coming out. Um, 3 seconds. Huskar. All right, Huskar makes sense too. Makes a lot of sense, actually. Let's see. This last pick should be a 5 position. But we got surprised last time with the Jakiro core in the last pick that did really poorly. And they go Chen. Okay, Chen made it this far into the draft. Why not? Some possible movements early with Chen as well as the Earthshaker. And then, you know, you're looking for the Blink Dagger on the TA. You might actually look for the Blink Dagger on 4 of these 5 heroes. We'll see if it ends up being, say, Shadowblade for Wraith King instead. And then the last pick here is Clinks. So, does that move Necro mid? Chappie back on the Clinks. Kumin on the Phantom Lancer. So, mid PL, safe lane Clinks, off lane Necro, 4 Undying, or 4 Dark Will, 5 Undying. And then FNG on the Chen, G on the TA. Biver here with the Earthshaker. Hesta Joe with the Brew, and then Skitter finally on the Wraith King. Obviously, we're not the casters, and we're desynced right now. Because that's not me. But you guys won't hear me say that in like 5 minutes, when it's even more desynced. I mean, I could be all 3 voices, but you'd hate me. I think they're throwing it over to the caster's desk. So they show the odds as Empire at 2.48, Spirit at 1.5 to win this map. It's a little bit surprising when all is said and done. I'm very surprised because Empire took game 1, but G on the TA. We'll have to see. Look at Bavik. Looking great. I was just casting with him the other week for KO Major. Covered some Southeast Asia Dota together. It was fun. It's probably one of my worst weeks casting, though, just because I sucked personally. But let's get into this game, where I'm trying not to suck at casting. I'm trying. But it's been 14, 13, 14, 15, 13 hours. I don't know. Whatever 9 p.m. last night U.S. East is to 12:06 noon the next day. That's when I started and still going net. So who knows? But G already out here over towards mid. Doesn't actually have a ward on him. Top is the Earthshaker with the Brew in the off lane. And then safe lane will be Chen and the Wraith King of Skitter.
Breathe it in. Breathe it in.
So G over mid with Chappie doing a lot of damage early on to G. Oh, Chappie, one more shot. Whew. Just gets that tango and actually picks up a salve. So he'll heal back up while G now forced on into the high ground. He's got a salve to work with. And he'll pop his. And we take a look at all three lanes here as Fissures used. We'll block those creeps for just a moment. Chappie's still taking a lot of damage. Madden just continuing to throw the decay out there. Let's see. G again. Chappie's got to be very careful in this mid lane. If he's not too careful, he'll die. Especially when he lacks a lot of regen. FNG coming all the way around the back forces Chappie into the opponent's jungle. And ends up TPing back to the tier 2. I believe he's picked up regen from the creep. From the courier. So meanwhile, Madden continuing to throw this decay out here. 12 stolen strength on this brew. Biver 0. Continuing to throw this decay. It does make the tangos all the more worth it as Soul Rip comes out onto Biver to get that first blood for the side of Empire. Empire looking to start off strong here and win this series 2-0, so we'll see what they're able to do. Skitter and FNG down here over bottom. If they can fire the Wraithfire Blast and get the Centaur Stomp, they might be able to get the kill here on the Miposhka. The chase is on. The Bramble Maze laid down. Actually lands on a Skitter as well as the Centaur. And Miposhka able to pop a salve. It is immediately stopped. And they're still continuing to chase. They don't want to give up on Miposhka. Skeleton chasing with the Centaur, now into another tango. FNG continuing on all the way through the river and through the woods. And Madden, like I said, you lose all your mana, you kill yourself to the tower, you're back up, and you TP to top. You TP back to your lane. Fire Blast comes out. Death Bolt's going to be used by Miposhka. Skitter taking a lot of damage. The Shadow Realm Strike hits on a Skitter. And, ooh, Miposhka trying to finish him off. And will get the range. Just close enough. And another kill here for Empire. As they now lead 2-1. Chappie's sitting about a level behind here on the TA. This is, again, another game where we see TA do very well in lane. It's Biver with the fissure on it, too. Kuman Spirit Lance thrown out. Has to be careful. Madden working with about half his mana, using that decay. And Sword comes through. Meanwhile, bottom, they're looking for the Centaur Stomp, possibly was offensively before. He brings the Centaur back with him as he gets low to try and stay alive, but they'll lose Biver over top. Kuman gets the kill with the Spirit Lance. And it's 3-1 for Empire, where they're continuing to just get kills in top and bottom. Mid's not going that well. Chappie quite low. He does have to be careful. Nice fissure coming out, but Madden with the two-man decay staying alive a little bit longer ends up getting rocked by Hesta Joe. And Team Spirit one away from evening this scoreboard up. Treads picked up here by the Necro. 28 and 14 here is G. Doing a really good job, but Skitter over bottom gets taken out again by Miposhka. And the Necro able to do so much in this lane at the moment with the help of this Dark Willow. Skeleton's coming in as his FNG. Looking for the Hellbear to get that Thunderclap. One more shot will get the kill into the Dark Willow, but he loses him inside the trees. Now Miposhka chasing FNG, but the Wraithfire Blast just saves him. Seiyu able to TP back to base, and then into the Ghost Shroud with the Death Pulse to heal up is Miposhka, so he's A-okay. Still 2 levels ahead, this Clanks. Chappie in a lot of trouble under this tier 1 mid. Nobody really coming over to save him, and G's just able to run him down with the creeps coming under the tower, so in basically no trouble unless a rotation was to come. And for now, this is doing a good job. It's opening up the lane for PL. His farm's really nice, 35 and 6. Same as practically said here for Miposhka. Hit by the Wraithfire Blast. Beaver comes around, spots the Dark Willow. They've got the Fissure. Miposhka with a Death Pulse, but now he's on the run. He has to be very careful as Beavers come over with the Totem and the kill. Skitter will clean him up. They've brought 3 heroes over here bottom to finally take care of this Necro, but it does open up the lane for this PL. Even at 4 as Madden comes around. Some light harassment on to this Brew is Miposhka. Oh, once again, the Death Pulse comes through. But really no follow-up. Skitter with the Wraithfire Blast. And they're trying to get this kill, possibly onto the Wraith King. Shadow Realm Strike charged up. We'll throw it at Skitter. There's the Reaper Scythe to take out this Necro. Fisher comes in to lock in Miposhka, but the Death Pulse again. Totem through. Miposhka one shot, but uses the Ghost Shroud. Still alive, turning it. Death Pulse coming through. Biver on the run as the Cursed Crown will come out. Not level 6 just yet for Seiyu. They'll kill FNG. Might be a third. Biver trying to run. Stuns up both Miposhka and Seiyu, but sent back thanks to Chen. Just barely. So a couple of kills here for Empire as they try to go in on this Necro. Still, though, about an even game overall. Level 6 for the Brew. Hesta Joe. Only 4 for Biver on this Earthshaker. Meanwhile, Dark Willow is level 6, so could try to see those solo Bedlams that do 900 damage coming out early. Single target, no creeps around. It's 900 damage, and now Shadow Realm with the Bedlam coming through. Curse Crown. Skitter taking a lot of damage with the Death Pulse. He is level 6, and will have that reincarnation popped. So, down for over 3 minutes. And as over top, Kumin, Terrorize, comes in, hits Biver, keeping Kumin alive for now. And Fissure to follow that up. Kumin's going to need a doppelganger to the high ground, but here comes Chappie looking over at FNG. Will get themselves one. They might find a second in Biver, the TP away. Coming out from Hesta Joe, but the rotations from Empire getting them 2 more kills, this time in the top lane. Empire not leading by much in terms of net worth, but they double the kills of the side of Team Spirit. The game on the back of this TA, it feels like at the moment. Chappie. 2 Wraith Bands for right now. This mid lane has not been going well. He is level 8, but we'll see what he's able to do. As they're more reliant on the Necro as well as the Phantom Lancer at the moment. And again, they're using the Necro to try and slow down the game. If they could get a Reaper Scythe on someone important and take them out, it slows down their item progression, their farm, and their levels. Especially if they could kill the TA that way. But you gotta realize that Empire off the map currently. Hesta Joe over top. Looking like the victim here of this smoke attempt from the side of Empire. We'll have to see as he is immediately back into the trees. So, Empire try to find a smoke in that moment, but unable to really find anything, and this just opens up more space for the side of Team Spirit to bring this net worth into their favor. Again, G just cleaning up these stacks. Has enough for the Desolator. He'll probably go into the Blink Dagger afterwards. But, again, this is a TA that's going to find himself online in the first 17, 18 minutes. You know, you get the Desolator, you get the Blink Dagger. And you're able to move, be mobile, get kills, help your team. Ooh, a Reaper Scythe over on the FNG. They'll take it the chin. The Centaur creeps as well. Oh, he takes him out, luckily, for just like 24 seconds. We'll see if they end up converting that into a tier 1. It doesn't look like it for now as Skitter comes over with Hesta Joe looking in on Maposhka. Chases on, trying to get the Necro. Got the trap, slowing him down. Wraithfire Blast comes through. Bedlam off screen. TA taking a lot of damage. Miposhka with the Ghost Shroud as well as the Death Pulse. We go a little bit more south. Don't see anything just yet. Wraithfire Blast once again. Miposhka using the Death Pulse again. Ends up finally falling to Hesta Joe. Spirit do, in fact, finally chase down this Necro, who is very hard to kill at this point. So bounty runes picked up from both sides. Still just sitting here about a 1,000 net worth lead for Empire. But again, we have to see if this turns into anything. Empire working here with the Phantom Lancer. They'd like to get some farm on while Wraith King going for the Blade Mail, not going into the Blink Dagger. He'll take out the top tier 1. Treads picked up here for Chappie again. Did not have a fun lane by any means. Now finished off here for the Wraith King. Going for the Blink Dagger is the Earthshaker, so he wants that Blink Initiation. In terms of Blink Initiators for Empire, I don't think it really exists until maybe the Dark Willow gets a Blink, but I feel like that's such a far ways out. So, Team Spirit, they're going to go for Roche. Bottom's getting pushed in just a little bit. As Kuman takes the tower. I think Terrorize just got used. So Soaring with this Wraith Band picks up the Treads. Clink sitting behind the Brewmaster in terms of net worth. Now finally a smoke comes out from Team Spirit. Let's see what they're able to do with this. See, Dire don't have vision. Didn't have vision of that smoke. Team Spirit, they might find Empire. They've got 3 heroes here. Miposhka into the Ghost Shroud trying to get away, but the Primal Split will be used, so they commit the Primal Split. They'll get the kill on Miposhka, but again, more space made for the Phantom Lancer. The Diffusal looking for the heart, not going for like Shadow Blade, which is not, you know, standard for the PL. He's got the standard build right now. He's got the hood with the Diffusal into the heart. This Team Spirit, they try to take this top tier 2. They don't find it just yet. Miposhka actually TP's in. Still looking. Faber doesn't quite have this blink. Looks like Empire almost willing to fight. Behind them right now is Chappie, so if they take a fight and turn it around, they're going to have Chappie to try and go in. And there he is under the tower. The Wraith Fire Blast is going to come through, but the Strafe avoids it. Gets the kill on a Hesta Joe. They're going to look to take this tier 1 over mid. Now they're actually going to go for the tier 2 on top of that. We've got Kuman helping a push. Favor with the fissure, but the damage coming out from Chappie. We'll see if it ends up being enough. Maposhka coming over. Know that the fissure came from the high ground. They'll use the doppelganger to get out. They don't get the tower kill just yet. FNG thinking about making a move on Maposhka. The blink with the thunderclap coming through. Again, Biver with another fissure. Bramble Maze laid down. Terrorize thought about as Maposhka surviving for now with a Ghost Shroud, but won't end up making it out. They instead choose to hold the Terrorize. Radiance next for this Wraith King. We'll see when he gets it, if he gets it. She has definitely been soaking up a majority of this farm all over the map. Blink in, they look for Chappie. They've got the Meld Strike. Chappie in a lot of trouble trying to run. Curse Crown as well as the Terrorize comes out to save him. Nobody dying on the side of Empire. Another initiation from Team Spirit goes foiled. Still, Empire just slightly holding on to this lead at the moment. As Maposhka now the one getting chased. Here comes the Ghost Shroud coming out, and into the Shadow Realm. Meld Strike hits really hard on a Maposhka. Coming through is going to be Kuman. He actually loses the Aegis on G. Thrown down to no mana, and the Hand of God comes in with the Phantom Rush to try and keep pace with him. There's the Fissure keeping G alive. They'll look over at FNG. They'll get the kill. That's going to be one dead on the side of Team Spirit. Maposhka cycloned up thanks to these Brewlings. Looking over at Seiyu, Bramble Maze comes out, locks in Hesta Joe, who's back to form. No more mana to do anything with the Curse Crown coming out as well as the Bedlam. And all of a sudden, it's 2 dead for the side of Team Spirit. Empire take full advantage of that fight. But meanwhile, over top, Maposhka gets cleaned up. Looking for Biver, not enough damage. He's able to just TP away. Ends up being a 2-for-1 when all is said and done. G with the Deso, now the Blink going into the BKB. It'll be interesting to see if Empire can start to pull ahead here. They are working with the Phantom Lance, who's got quite a bit of farm, but the Earthshaker now is the Blink Dagger. We'll see if these team fights even go as well as Empire would hope, now that they do have the Blink Dagger here on the Earthshaker, and he is able to come in and make some space. Lay down a good Echo Slam this time around. So Empire kind of waiting for this push at the moment. So they'll try to go in for the tier 2. Bramble Maze laid down, only lands on the Skitter if he moves into it. But he's just staying here, postured against the tier 2. He's not moving. Whiff comes out. We'll see if they can deny the tower. Or if Empire are going to look to fight off the back of this. They take the tier 2 with no consequence, and it's kind of surprising. Empire just kind of give that up. But they'll smoke up. They've got the heart here on the Phantom Lancer. Maybe that was what they were holding out for. I think on the high ground was the Chen. And yeah, there it is. FNG spotted and won't be able to make it out in time. Kumin gets the kill. Easily done. He's working on a butterfly next. Roche has got a long timer here. About even XP, even in net worth, a slight lead for Empire in both as they're working with this Phantom Lancer. But Skitter, he's getting farmed. Biver's got the blink, so hasn't found the right echo just yet, though. He definitely desperately wants that. Sentry ward comes out. Fissure to follow that up. Chappie on the run. He walks away. Decay comes through from Madden. And say he's going to use this Bedlam. And again, ooh, Echo Slam coming out on Kumin. Doing quite a bit of damage. I got to see how he's going to survive this. Uses the Doppelganger. Has the double damage. Gets himself four-stepped away as he's not going to be hit by that trap. Bedlam or Bramble Maze laid down. G going to pop the BKB. They'll probably just get the Undying here. Maybe more if they're lucky enough, but the Soul Rip actually comes out. They still don't get the Undying. Now they lose themselves FNG. The chase is on as Kumin's back to full health. He looks over at Hesta Joe, who get the kill. Chappie back to Invis. Doppelganger to the high ground. They look for G. They've got the Reaper Scythe dead for 94 seconds. And a very good fight for Empire as they lose nothing in the exchange. Email pop by Skitter. We'll see how much they care. The chase is on. They've got the Cursed Crown as well as the Diffusal Blade slowing them up. Reincarnation will at least be popped. And it looks like they almost are able to chase him all the way through, and they will. They get the kill on Biver as well as Skitter. Buyback comes out from the Earthshaker immediately. And all of a sudden, Empire have themselves a 5,000 net worth lead. Hex next for the Necro. Looking into Roche. That just comes up. Thank you very much, timings. The quickest Roche, but not going to get attempted by Team Spirit to try and take this. So X here for Necro soon. Hoping to build that as quickly as he can. Actually, finishing off the Shivas is the play. Blink Dagger for the Dark Willow. Butterfly for the Phantom Lancer. Relatively far off that. Butterfly. Quinks, who had such a rough game, finally starting to feel like he's bringing it back. Meanwhile, Hestajo, he's got the blink. They're going for the Radiance here on the Wraith King. See if that'll make much of a difference. As it should with the right clicks coming in from Empire. Let's see how Empire are willing to use this Aegis. FNG on the high ground. They start to pressure towards top. They've got Quinks over mid, as well as the Necro towards the base. Gotta see how the side of Team Spirit are going to try and defend this if the pressure comes in, but they feel the slightest bit of counter pressure, and all of a sudden, Empire are out of there. Now Spirit are the ones smoking up. Nobody's going to be here bottom from the side of Empire, so it's not really going to work out all too well for them. At least they'll get themselves down some deeper wards. Again, Empire focus their attention over top for just a moment. G continuing to farm, looking for the Bloodthorn. Has the Crystallis, will go into the Orchid next. And then, of course, combine the two when the time is necessary. Kumin comes over, Skitter. He gets out. I almost went to click on the tower and the Phantom Lancer, but I realized I couldn't once again. And Butterfly finally finished here for the Phantom Lancer. They've got about 2 minutes still with this Aegis. The game is very much slowed down, but the farm has gotten much better for Empire, so things looking okay at the moment. What? BKB's gonna be popped. As Clink's doing a lot of damage to the TA, the Fissure comes in. G able to blink out with the BKB. They get the send back on the TA. And they only use Battle. So they still have Terrorize to work with. And the BKB is not available for the TA at the moment. So they'll look to pressure the bottom tier 3. And see what they can do. Up against this Earthshaker with the Blink Dagger as well as the Echo Slam. Chen coming in. Tombstone's going to be dropped. Soul Rip to keep it alive. Now they look over at FNG for just a moment. He's locked into the Brambles. Tier 3 taking a lot of damage, and FNG falls here to Kumin with the instant buyback. But over top, Skeleton King just trying to take the base of Empire and actually gets the kill on a Madden. He's forced to buy back while in the base. FNG, who just bought back, looks over at Kumin. And the racks are going down, it looks like, over top for the side of Empire, while the bottom set of racks will have to see. And there's the Aegis expiring. And the racks going down top and the racks going down bottom for opposite teams. Curse Crown coming out on a Skitter from the Dark Willow. She was guard on top of that Skitter. He's going to lose his first life. We'll see if there's any follow-up to it. Madden trying to heal himself. The Blade Mail is going to be popped. The TP attempt out. But there's the Yules. I don't know where you think you're going with that one. Bedlam's going to be used, and you already used your Blade Mail, so Skitter dead for 71 seconds. Meanwhile, they catch Chappie out. So 1-for-1 trade, Skitter for Chappie. Still an 8,000 net worth lead, but you're without your Clinks for 30 seconds. Aegis has been reclaimed, waiting on the next Roche. I would assume is the side of Team Empire. Mask of Madness onto this PL. The MKB is going to get finished as well, and looking for a Hex is the Necro. Late game Hexes are where it's at. That's what wins you games. The more players you have who have Hex, the better off you are, especially in these late game situations. Almost feels like such an important item when trying to finish off a game. Fissure coming out with the Meld Strike. Coming in a little bit of trouble. The Soul Rip's there, and now he's silenced. Uses the Doppelganger to escape. Beaver comes through, throwing the Fissure, but getting out of there is already going to be the Phantom Lancer. Madden, Deathpool staying alive, looking over at Skitter. The damage from Chappie. They'll get the Reincarnation popped. BKB's going to be popped here by the Clinks. They'll get the Primal Split off. Terror's going to be held for now, I believe. This Tombstone in a really good spot with his Fissure actually blocking the side of Spirit from getting in on it. Terrorize comes through. FNG pushed back, and so is the Brew. That last Brewing surviving, sent back by Chen. Now back full health is Kumin looking for Skitter. Pops the Blade Mail. Echo Slam comes out. Kumin, though, still relatively healthy. Curse Crown comes out. Stuns him up, and they're going to lose this tier 3, the melee and the range racks over top. Still looking over at Kumin. Skitter trying to make a play here. Glimmer Cape keeps him alive. Skitter hit with the Spirit Lance. Reaper Scythe. And the Reincarnation's back up. He's only dead for 3 seconds. So 20-10. Top set of racks, bottom set of racks, both gone here. Kumin will end up taking the Shrine as well. Put it on his tab, cut the check. Buyback available for Skitter, Chappie, and your Shaker. Meanwhile, the top set of racks is gone for Team Empire, but Team Spirit getting together. Empire now smoking up, going down mid. Looking to go, and tier 3 going to be in a lot of trouble. They'll lay down the Tombstone. The BKB is going to be popped to stop that Rainfire Blast from coming in. They've got the Hex on it. Has to Joe. They'll get the kill. He's going to be dead for 50 seconds. They look over the racks. Doppelganger over. Skitter with the Blade Mail. It's going to be popped. They look over this BKB. He's going to be popped by G. Doing a lot of damage to Maiden, but he's going to be able to get that Glimmer Cape off. The Glyph is going to come out, only keeping the range racks alive. Meld Strike comes through. Madden hits the deck. Mega Creeps are here for the side of Empire. They take out FNG. No. Still alive for a moment. No Brew for 25 seconds. But it's still Mega Creeps for this Empire team. Oh, Shiva's Hex onto G. The Fissure keeping him good for now. Actually does have the blink with the Echo Slam once again. Doppelganger coming through. There's the Phantom Rush on to G. Goes into the meld, now here with the Wraith Fire Blast. Echo Slam on top of Miposhka as well as Kumin. They've also got the Silence to follow that up. They're looking for the kill onto the Phantom Lancer, who's going to heal himself back up to full. The Fissure comes out once again. Bivver hit with a Cursed Crown. G's going to go down immediately, buying back. They look for Skitter. Doppelganger used. Kumin staying alive with Miposhka. Has the Death Pulse into the Ghost Shroud. He'll go. BKB is going to be popped by Chappie. Having this fight with G, who just fought back. In a little trouble with the Pendulum on top of him. Miposhka goes down. G might be the next one to fall with the BKB. There it is. Down for 110 seconds. Chappie is going to be the next victim here. They also took out Miposhka. Skitter dead. Reincarnating. 3 seconds till he comes back alive. Curse Crown put onto the Brew. But they'll take out Skitter. And they're without Skitter. They're without this TA. Mega Creeps coming in. An 11,000 lead for Empire. Things start to get difficult. Bramble Maze here on the Bivver. Chappie coming over. The damage more than enough. He's got buyback. Even Skitter will use it. They go for the tier 4s. There's the blink forward with the Sheep's Guard coming out from Hesta Joe as well as the Fissure that's going to follow it up. That hits on 3. Madden stuck here behind the tier 4 tower. Has the Tombstone placed down. The Curse Crown is going to be used. It stuns up Hesta Joe outside the well. Skitter taking a lot of damage here, but Kumin stunned up for just a moment with the Wraith Fire Blast as well as the Totem coming in to terrorize on it too. Keeps him alive. They actually kill Skitter. He's going to be reincarnated up again. 43 seconds now. TA still not alive for the moment. They finally get the kill on FNG. They'll move in for Bivver. The Spirit Lance is going to be thrown at Bivver, but he's able to blink away. Ancient exposed. Creeps pushing in. Bivver in a little bit of trouble. Kumin trying to take their attention off. Saving this Ancient. They'll get the kill on a Bivver. 2 heroes dead on the side of Spirit. They'll also lose Skitter. So it's 2v5. As Phantom Lance are going in on Hesta Joe. The chase is on with the Reaper Scythe coming through. That actually takes out... I have no idea. I couldn't even tell from that angle. That actually takes out the Chen. And then we'll take this game. Spirit take this series 2-0 over this, Empire take the series 2-0 over this Spirit side. Excuse me. That's how you ruin hype real quick. But yeah. Empire taking the 2-0. Got a little disoriented from that camera view all of a sudden. I have no idea what was going on there. But... Empire take a 2-0, so we will not be cursed with 9 games. And next series coming up is going to be Alliance. I think it's against Fairzy. Let's take a look. Wikipedia. Reshuffle Madness. And then the next is, yes, Alliance versus Fairzy, or Fairzy. Which is Daxic, Afoniha, Afterlife, King R, and Vanscore. With, it said Miposhka subbing, but obviously that's not the case. So we'll see that series coming up next. Empire take this series 2-0 over Spirit. I, again, said the wrong name. My apologies on that one. Just had a brain fart at the end, which is exactly where it matters. And we'll be back with that in just a moment. Stay right there. Appreciate you.